Be-do.
Probably thought you wanted to sell him a used car or something.
Nah, here he has one.
Car warranties.
Oh. There we go. Hey, Billy's still playing the whole music. Yeah, hello.
Hello.
Hello, I'm looking for the whole fucking show, Mr. Rob Van Dam.
Yes, sir.
Sorry, Rob. Half the people in the studio are high as fuck. They were celebrating the 420 Expo a little bit early.
Just a little.
Just a little bit high. How are you?
Where are you guys calling from? In New York?
Yeah, we're in New York right now. They're getting ready for the 420 Expo. By the way, for more information, go to 420expo.com. New Jersey's first ever pot expo going to be going on. At least the first time anyone's ever smoked legally in New Jersey will be going on this weekend, 16th, 17th, and the 18th. Rob Van Dam, who's on the phone right now, will be in attendance at the 420 Expo.
Isn't he being inducted into the Hall of Fame?
Are you being? Yeah. What are you being? You're doing something with Tommy Chong, Rob. What are you doing with Tommy Chong?
Yeah. We're both hosting it and bringing my wife Katie Forbes. If there's any other celebrities, then individual vendors will be bringing them. But, like a convention, a bunch of booths, bunch of different vendors with different products. There'll be Q&As. There'll be people giving speeches on a stage platform. It's a really good and very fun event. And this is, like you said, the first of any kind of its kind. It's going to start a regular thing for sure. So I'm sure this will be something that we can come back to at least annually. However they want to do it, but yeah, like you mentioned, it's celebrating the cannabinoids. THC in particular will not be for sale there at the con, but the people that are consumers can just follow the New Jersey rules, and you can, I guess, have however much you can have on you at the time anyway, and there will be smoking sections, but also for sale is going to be a bunch of stuff that people haven't heard about, Delta 8, Delta 10, and of course CBD, CBG, CBN. There's Delta there's Delta 11, there's THC 1, THC 0, CBD 1. There's so many. The plant has over 100 different cannabinoids, and all we knew about it was it gets you high. It's got THC. Because that was all we were allowed to know, because it was illegal to study it until somewhat recently. Yeah.
I mean, that's all. Everything that you, by the way, just talked about the 420 Expo and all the stuff that's going to be going on is wonderful. I got stuck on the fact that your beautiful wife is going to be there. Miss Katie Forbes is going to be in attendance. And if that's not worth the price of admission, I don't know what is. Rob, by the way, amazing job with that. Congratulations on getting married to Katie. Also, does Katie still have a girlfriend? Because your wife had a girlfriend at one point.
Well, that's just kind of the way we put it. I think it was Impact that actually put it that way. She's more my girlfriend, but she's kind of our girlfriend.
Yeah. So you share, which is very nice. Because sharing is caring.
Yeah. It used to be like this is the wife and this is the girlfriend, but now, it's pretty equal all the way around. But it was Impact that made up, I got a girlfriend, and my girlfriend's got a girlfriend. Yeah.
Goddamn, living the life that we can only dream of is Rob Van Dam.
I'm a dream chaser.
Damn, you're a dream catcher. What are you talking about? You ain't chasing nothing. You caught that shit a long time ago. So, by the way, Rob Van Dam also has his line of rolling papers and, of course, his CBD, the RVD CBD line as well. Now, what is the difference? Because what's the difference between your gel and all the other gels that are out there? Because I hear that yours is more potent and more strong and actually has better results. That's what I'm hearing about your CBD gel on.
I will have put my name on it, saying that it's the superior product. I sampled a lot of CBD topicals before I created my own. And I tell you, a lot of them, it's like you're putting hand lotion on, and then you're expecting to feel it work. They say, "What do you think?" I don't know. I just put hand lotion on my elbow. But and then there's some that are so greasy you got to wash your hands afterwards and it doesn't go away. And anyway, what mine is the best because it's really high in menthol. The menthol is important not only for the delivery, but also because it gets the blood flow and you feel that cold burn. You know that it's working and it's like soothing. It's working on your pain right away, and then it delivers the highest amount of CBD that we could put in it, which it's 3,000 milligrams in a 4-ounce jar, and then everything. We have a half-size jar.
Oh, we're losing Rob. Rob, are you there?
Good. Did you lose me?
Yeah, we got you. I think we got you back. Rob, you were describing the jar. Go ahead.
The 10 ounce, and then you cut out.
Yeah, you were telling us about the ounces per.
Okay, yeah. So what I was saying anyway was just that proportionately, all my other pain creams are the same from there. 4-ounce jar has 3,000 milligrams of CBD, a jar half that size, 2-ounce has 1,500, and so forth. So I'm very confident, not only from all the feedback I get, which is just outstanding, which makes me feel really good, but also from my own experience that when someone tries it, I'm pretty sure they're going to get at least some relief, which I can't say about all the other products.
Now, Rob, what is it? Because I got a couple old dudes in the back. Always, they got and Billy even here too. Always complaining about their joints, and I don't mean the ones you smoke. I mean the joints in their arms and in their legs. Which is this?
Oh, those joints.
Yeah, those joints. Not lighting them. We're lighting them up with the cream here. And if you're lighting them up with the cream, which joints does this work the best on, or does the whole body? Can this be utilized on the whole body?
Well, so it depends on what product you're taking in the delivery system, because basically we have inside of us this incredible networking system called the endocannabinoid system, and what we do when we put CBD into our body, just like THC, it latches onto the receptors of our endocannabinoid system, and then it tells our body what to do, and it manipulates it. And so, what the CBD will do is it'll use your networking system, and it'll check your whole body for inflammation, also for other irregularities, and it's it promotes homeostasis, which is general overall health. So if you take it, say the tinctures under your tongue, that's the best way to do it. There's a doorway under your tongue. It goes right into your blood system and bypasses your stomach. And if you put the pain cream on, well, that's going to affect more locally right where you apply it. And we also have receptors on our skin too, and the receptors are in our cells. So you put that on your elbow, you put that on your shoulder, wherever you're hurting. And then you'll feel it working right away, and then in a few minutes you'll feel that really cold kind of burn instead of the pain, and you'll say, "Damn, man, he's right. This stuff works really good." See,
he's not only RVD, Billy, he's also PhD.
Yep.
Because this man knows his shit. This is what he does. This is his whole new job, his new horizon, and everything else. But I want to talk to you a little bit about your old job for a minute as a pro wrestler. You are in the WWE Hall of Fame now. What's that like, first off?
I'm wearing the ring right now because I didn't know if this was going to be Zoom or just audio.
All right, so be honest. You're now the Hall of Fame. You got the big ring. What's up?
Well, it's an honor. When they asked me, it was an honor. I could say that it's somewhat vindictive as far as the pushback that I got the whole time I was there for being different, for sticking to my guns. Now I'm being awarded and told that I changed the business. In fact, by not adapting when they wanted me to adapt, So overall, when you look at my path, it's a pretty good story.
But that's the thing. When you were in pro wrestling, when you were doing, I'm talking about the heyday of what you were doing when you were in ECW and everything else. You were the guy that created a lot of the moves that everyone else now takes for granted. If you don't have RVD, do you have a lot of the that kind of lucha libre style that came to America, that stiff style, that martial arts style, all the flips and kicks and quebradas and moonsaults and all that good stuff that you've done. Do you think that you did change the game? In your personal opinion to yourself, do you think that you've changed the game?
I do think so, and a lot of that is because I'm told that a lot now. Enough to where I believe it. I have enough young wrestlers tell me that they grew up, a whole generation of wrestlers telling me that they grew up watching me and emulating my moves. For me, even before my first match, it was always about trying to come up with moves that I hadn't seen before, and that's really what interested me, and that's what I liked about the wrestlers that I watched as a fan. This guy, Leaping Lanny Poffo, he got beat every single time. I'm sure I'm the only person that told him that he was my favorite because he got beat all the time. So the other people didn't follow him. But for me, I was drawn to the fact these guys doing flying head scissors and a little moonsault backflip off the second rope, a monkey flip. To me, that was more exciting to watch. So before my first match, I was like, I wonder if I can jump up and do a split and land on the top rope and bounce off my legs and flip back. It's always been what that was about until I established my style, and now I stick with it because it works.
Well, because we got Joe in the back. Joe is a novice to pro wrestling. He knows the old school pro wrestling. But he watches the stuff from time to time because always in the studio, like right now, we got AEW on. For instance, AEW is just on the big screen over here. And Joe remarks every time he looks at it, he goes, how the hell do these guys do all these flips and not die?
They're amazing.
Yeah, ladies and gentlemen, Joe, I'd like to introduce you to Rob Van Dam. They're the reasons, he's the reason they do those flips.
Wow.
That's the guy. Because this is the guy that, the split-legged moonsault, the 5-star, frog splash.
What gets me is these guys are like, there's 240, 250-pound big guys.
Yeah.
True.
True.
Like, and to that,
like, unbelievable.
I can't hear. I don't know if I'm supposed to be hearing that drowned out sound or not, but to that, I will say to Joe's comment about how do we do that and not die. When I first went to WWE in 2001, and I had to meet with Jim Ross for the first time, he was telling me, "You're going to change your style. You're going to see that you can't keep doing that. You're not going to have a long career." And I said, but I've been doing this this is me, this is. And he said, well, I know you say that, but 200 days a year or more of matches, and you're not going to be able to keep that up. You'll get injured. And anyway, I didn't change. I stuck to my guns. And many years later, when I talked to JR and said, "Hey, JR, you remember that when he said that I was going to have to change, that I wouldn't last doing all the moonsaults to the floor and all that?" And he said, "Well, what you did was unprecedented."
Yes. That was his quick way of getting out of the, oh, shit, he was right, I was wrong. All right, one other thing I do want to ask you, because I saw it on, everyone's seen the Dark Side of the Ring documentary. You're in it, the one about the plane ride from hell. All right, and it got a lot of buzz and a lot of stuff. And Tommy Dreamer, who we know, who works on Busted Open on Sirius XM, we know that he got a lot of flack. And he got kind of suspended for a while and then brought in because he was explaining what actually happened on the plane during the documentary and whatever. But you're in the documentary because you were from the world of ECW and had just been brought over, really, to the WWE.
That illustrious hotel in Philly.
Yes, and he had the best line. Rob has the best line in the documentary because knowing where he came from, and knowing how extreme ECW was, Extreme Championship Wrestling, Rob's sitting there going, is anyone going to put a stop to this? Like, Rob had to be in the hall monitor going like, what the fuck, guys? Jesus Christ. Because you had Kurt Hennig and Brock Lesnar beating the shit out of each other in the air. They were I don't know how many freaking thousands of feet in the air, and they hit the emergency door. That almost opened up and would have sucked out all those wrestlers out of the door. Ric Flair naked, walking around with his giant cock, spinning it around like a helicopter. Dustin Rhodes drunk as fuck in the back and high on something. It was insanity on this plane ride. Rob, what was it like? Give me the real bullshit, the real lowdown. What was it like? You're on that plane. What went through your mind on that plane ride from hell?
It was annoying, to be honest with you. Annoying. I kept to myself, and usually I sleep every plane ride anyway. You know, we don't have enough time to put a lot of hours in hotel rooms a lot of times when we're on the travel like that. So it's real important when I get a chance to sit still, because for me and my longevity, I always try to collect the hours of sleep whenever I can. So even if I can't fall asleep completely, but I lay there motionless with my eyes closed and I'm 40% asleep, I still think that my body is rested. So that's what I did. You know, nobody messed with me. And a few times I'd have to get up and go by somebody to go to the bathroom or whatever. And every time I did, it was like a big party going on. And I just slide by and they'd say, "Hey, Rob, have a beer," or whatever. I'd be like, "Yeah, I'm good." You know. Mm-hmm. And I knew these guys were gonna have consequences to pay. They were gonna be in trouble. The office was in the front of the plane. And they didn't come back at all. We just saw the backs of their heads the whole time. So I knew that they were stewing up some kind of punishment and figuring out how they were going to handle it depending on how bad it got.
A little piece of wrestling history right there, because that the plane ride from hell goes down. Like even Jim Ross, who was interviewed on the documentary for Vice, Dark Side of the Ring, literally turned around and goes, "If I don't have to talk about the fucking plane ride from hell one more time, it'll be the happiest day of my goddamn life." And it's just because there was so much shit that came out of it. It was crazy, and you were there. That's the only reason why I had to ask the question. All right, let's just wrap this up a little bit.
I think it canceled. I heard it canceled the series, by the way.
Oh, yes. They did?
Yeah, they were looking to shop around and get somewhere else.
Oh, that's fucking
But they're
great.
not on Vice anymore.
They're not on Vice anymore. They will find a new home for that. And hopefully it'll be narrated by RVD. Cool. That'd be awesome. All right, one more.
Hey, by the way, you know, it's not just by sheer luck that RVD ended up seeming cool on that show. Before I ever watched it, everyone was talking about it like days before I got a chance to watch that, and everything I kept hearing was RVD's the only one that seemed cool and out of everybody, and there's a reason for that.
You were high, weren't you?
All I want to say. Always.
RVD 420 all day, every day. All right, so Rob, quick question. Greatest person you were ever in the ring with? They gave you the greatest matches, in your opinion, not the fans' opinion, your opinion.
But gave me the greatest matches. Well, it's got to be Sabu. You know,
absolutely,
one of my favorite matches, and he taught me, you know, how to bring everything together and got me started and gave me my push into my career, so it's hard to replace that with something else.
Well, by the way, thank you as a fan to you. Thank you for those matches, because those are indelibly etched into my retina. Those matches that you had in ECW versus even when you teamed with Sabu and you took on the Eliminators, outstanding matches by itself. So thank you for that. Okay, so we talked about your favorite fucking match. What's your favorite strain of pot?
There's one that's not around anymore that was called Tangerine, and it was it smelled, the flower smelled like it had vitamin C crushed up in the bag with it, and after you would smoke it, it smelled to me like someone just sprayed air freshener in the room. It was like magical, and then it disappeared, and then like 12 years later it reappeared, and it's got this story, this mythology where somebody found some of it after 12 years in the bottom of their closet, so they were able to clone it and bring it back into circulation. But that was my favorite of all time. And now we see derivatives of it. You know, we see Tangy concentrates, and everything's kind of a hybrid at this point. But that's my answer. Is that I had it at Beat Girls Studio in L.A. and it was Tangerine.
There you go. So if you want to, by the way, talk to Rob Van Dam about his favorite tangerine pot, or hell, even about Sabu, wrestling with him, let me point out to you, all you have to do is go to New Jersey, go to the 420 Expo. That's right, 420expo.com for more information, but it's going to be September 16th through the 18th, live, in your face, at the New Jersey Convention and Exposition Center, exit 10 in Edison, New Jersey, by the way. September 16th, 17th, 18th. That's this weekend, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Rob Van Dam will be there. Tommy Chong will be there. Right there. Two guys you definitely want to just hang out with. Fuck alone, smoke with them. You just want to hang out and talk shop with them. For Christ's sake, you got Cheech and Chong stories from Tommy. Katie Forbes with that beautiful ass. Congratulations yet again for your wife's beautiful ass. You are an amazing man, bro. And will your girlfriend or her girlfriend be in attendance as well?
Jennifer won't be with us, unfortunately.
Well, you know what? We can't get everything we want in life. I'm sorry. However, the beautiful Katie Forbes, pro wrestler, as well as, I'm going to say, twerk champion. The beautiful, she has.
That's it.
Oh God, she's got she twerks with the best of them. If you wanted to see a great ass twerking, go down to the 420 Expo. That's worth your price of admission. But also, on top of all that, there will be booths. There will be places for you to smoke. There will be all kinds of stuff you can learn about the stuff. There will be CBD. There will be freaking all kinds of deltas. I think Delta Burke will be there. All kinds of deltas. Every Delta Airlines. I don't give a fuck. Somebody Delta will be there, and you can check it all out there. Go ahead.
There's a special VIP ticket too for the bucket list, and that's of course smoking with RVD.
Oh,
some of us may have done that already.
Yeah. By the way, Billy might have smoked a J with you, because Billy was a pro wrestler. He worked the independent scene, and you might or might not have, due to legal reasons, because it wasn't legal yet, smoked with Billy from our show. Billy, say hi to Rob Van Dam.
At one time, we may have crossed paths at a show that you were doing.
Where was the location, Billy?
Oh, it was right here on Staten Island.
Hi-oh. Do you remember? He laughed. Yeah, so...
No, Ohio's the big bus. Yeah,
there you go.
That was your shit. That was Billy's shit we were holding on to.
That was all Billy's strain. Billy had the tangerine. It was all nice. It was
actually my friend who had it.
Hey! Don't try to call the cops now, Billy. It's after.
No. Nobody's calling the
cops. Rob's cool with it. It's now legal, and you can experience that stuff. 420expo.com. Further details. There's so much stuff going to be on there. Seminars, all kinds of shit,
yep.
Rob.
Yep. It's going to be really busy. There's a lot going on. Even on top of that, while I'm there, I'm going to be filming some motion capture for a upcoming video game, and that won't be something that people can look at, but it's something that it's just cool that they want to know, because fans come out. If you're non-wrestling fans, whatever, like you said, now it's legal, so that's what we're celebrating. A lot of people say, "Isn't it crazy?" People think, like, they ask me, isn't it crazy that, it's legal, you can buy it now? No, it's not crazy. I've always known it was going to be that. I was telling people 25 years ago they were killing themselves with cigarettes, that they're smoking the wrong leaf, and they're telling me I'm doing drugs. So
it's just a weird, strange trip. Yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy now in our life that we have now that it is legal. It is crazy that it's legal just for the fact that 9,000 people went to jail for it for no reason. More than that. It's like 9 million people went to jail for it. And meanwhile, now it's legal. So now you can go to your corner store and pick up a nice Maui Wowie. You know what I mean? Like, it's crazy. Yeah. It is crazy. But there'll be a lot more than just Maui Wowie. There'll be the whole fucking show. Rob Van Dam, Tommy Chong, Katie Forbes, and her ass. Everything will be there at the 420expo.com. Rob, thank you for being on the program, sir.
Right on. We'll probably have some surprise guests, too, because that's a big deal in New Jersey, and some celebrities are out that way. Hey, can we tell everyone to follow my YouTube page at The Real RVD? I'll be filming there, so you can be on my page, too.
Cool, Rob. I will see you on Saturday, all right, buddy?
Awesome. See you Saturday. Thank you.
All right, thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, Rob Van Dam on the program. Thank you, Rob. There you go, Rob.